And just quickly on the Eagles, what really stuck out in this game in particular, besides what hasn't been mentioned yet, whether it's how lethal the pass rush was, how the running game, the running back by committee was all being utilized effectively, to Jalen Hurts feeling comfortable out there, to realizing when both players are on point, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are quite the tandem. What else did the Eagles do that really impressed you in this game?
Just comes to the pass rush, that
Hmm.
defense, like
Yeah.
that front seven is the best. I'm going to continue to say it. Their front seven is the best front seven I've ever seen in my entire life. I think they wash. They are leaps and bounds above the Giants defense that won those Super Bowls in the
Mm.
mid 2000s. They're better than the Broncos that won when DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller were there. I've just never seen, you know, they had double digit sack leaders at every position at the defensive line. That's unheard of. They had 40 sacks combined between their four starters at the defensive line. That is
And they added
unheard of.
to it in
Mm.
the middle of the season too
Crazy.
with
And
the
they added
Ndamukong
to it.
Suh.
Yep.
Ndamukong Suh is an animal this game. He
Yeah.
got right in Trent Williams' face at the end of the game and said, "You are my," and that was amazing. I
Yeah.
He
loved
really
it.
gets on the right teams at the right time.
He does, of course. He always does. He's always good at that. You read the market. You're a valuable guy. Why would he want to play for an entire season? You know what I mean? Like he's gonna get a Super Bowl now and he's gonna retire. Good for him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
That's
yeah,
funny.
they played really well, and I got to give kudos to Jalen Hurts. Like this man is just built different. He doesn't seem stressed out. I've never seen a quarterback not stressed out like in an NFC Championship game. He was confident. He was poised. I don't think any offense really played good on both teams, per se, except the running game for the Eagles. Well, I guess the Eagles offense really didn't have to do a lot, so that's why I looked a little lackluster because, when you're getting the ball in your half the field, all you really have to do is have a couple of run plays and you're almost at the end zone. So, yeah, they did well. And Devontae Smith, I don't know, I think Devontae Smith is better than AJ Brown after
I do
watching
too.
him in the first series. I think the man has he's a better route runner. I think he's a better 50-50 ball guy. AJ Brown might be a bigger player, but Devontae Smith just is him, and I cannot wait to see him flourish more on this offense.
Those long arms, huh? I guess getting benched in the national championship halfway through, and if you get the opportunity to stay in the league, will really humble you.
Bench to the national championship, and then
Don't
bench the
bring that up.
entire next season,
Hmm.
and then the entire
Yeah.
next season he watched Tua, and then he left.
Don't bring it up, all right? I'm a Georgia fan. You know what happened when they benched him, all right? We all know, if you're a college football fan, everyone knows what happened when they benched him. But Tua, got them a championship. Pissed me off. All right, but that's beside the point. But no, what impressed me, yeah, I think what everyone said is definitely just this pass rush. It's just relentless. They just never give up. They just absolutely crush you, no matter where you are in the field. They don't care at all. And yeah, the Eagles did what I think we expected. Is they took advantage of a bad situation. They know that their quarterback's hurt, so they were just on the attack the whole game and just destroy the confidence of the 49ers. But yeah, kudos to that defense. They're really scary, and that's me being a Giants fan. I'm not looking forward to having to face them for the next few years because they're only going to get better, especially with their rookie picks like Jordan Davis, who's just going to be a nightmare for years to come. But just the secondary on the Eagles are so good too. I mean, I was looking at the trade for CJ Gardner Johnson, and the Saints got absolutely fleeced. If you look at that trade, it is looking terrible every single day. That dude's had an unbelievable season, and they have two pretty much Pro Bowl corners to go with him. So, they're just a very, very good team, but their defense is just incredible to watch. And that's me being a Giants fan. I hate crediting Philly with anything, but they're just a relentless team, and they're going to keep that going to the Super Bowl. And yeah, that was the thing that really impressed me most. And like Brian said, Hurts is just continuing being Hurts, having this great year, and I wouldn't be surprised if he wins the MVP. But he just looked poised and collected. Was taking some big shots on his runs later on, but he was just trying to just like run through people. He did not care at all. And I like seeing that from him because that dude is showing week in and week out that everyone sleeps on him. And now I'm happy to see that people are finally giving him the credit that he's, long deserved, because he really does deserve it at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of, how we evaluate the defense and, the offense led by Jalen Hurts and Sirianni, I think it kind of speaks to the chicken and egg theory. It's like, okay, so you're running down people's throats, leading and spearheading a lethal offense. So your defense is able to kind of take risks and rest on, their laurels in certain circumstances when they have a healthy lead. But I think that it really starts from the top down, particularly when you have great leadership like this. And I think Jalen Hurts' growth throughout the season has been tremendous. I thought it really showed out in this game. And, it's really hard to kind of overestimate that kind of the downstream effect that it has. So, without getting too cushy-feely, it's like, I think it definitely is like kind of the hallmark of this team. It's like, he was cast off from Oklahoma and Alabama and constantly was requiring a second chance. And then he took a backseat to Carson Wentz, and it looks like they won out with his circumstance. So he's used to kind of all that adversity. And I think that scrappiness and that hunger is what kind of flows down the tree for this entire roster.
Well, regardless, the game is over. Philly's going to the Super Bowl. And obviously next week we'll break down more on what they have to do to win this game.